I've tried to be that person where I'm like, oh, every girl needs this, and like I gotta have this thing, and like I've tried to like have my like pieces, like, oh yeah, oh staple, I got the staples situated, and then I'm like, I fucking hate this staple. It's a piece of shit staple. Like I'd rather not have the staple and just wear the like crazy dress that's like totally falling apart and like has holes all over it, but for whatever reason, that's just me. I'm from the San Fernando Valley. I've pretty much lived here my whole life. I spent a lot of time in New York and in San Francisco. I always end up coming back to LA. I'm like a third or fourth generation musician now. That's what my family does, and that's what they always did for a living, and I think, I don't know, it was just always around. My dad's a songwriter, and he's also a pianist and a keyboardist. He's also a synthesizer pioneer. My mom is a florist and an artist. She paints. Like right out of high school, my dad came up with a situation where if I wanted to live at his house still rent-free, and if I wanted to play music for a living, then I had to learn a Beatles song a week, was my rent, and perform the Beatles song a week. At first I was just like, my dad's completely lost his mind, like this is totally insane, but then like I totally ended up getting into it. I'm a child of the 80s, and I have like a deep love for Madonna. I wore my school uniform, and it was like, can I get away with fluorescent pink socks and jelly bracelets up to here? So this jacket, it's actually, there's a skirt that goes with it, it's a suit. And I found it right before, like, while I was prepping to get married. And I was like, I need that suit. And everything before getting married, you're like, well, how can this be a part of the wedding? Like, how can this be like, oh, well, I need it because I'm getting married, and this is... So this became my honeymoon suit. This piece, I love the sleeves a lot. I think they're pretty awesome. I like a good sleeve. I've been really liking this, I'm in the circus, but I'm on my day off type vibe is like a look that I've been like going for lately. My wedding dress. It was made in the teens, I was told. I got it at the Santa Monica Vintage Clothing Expo. There's some major sleeve action happening. I love them because one of my best friends made them, and I also love them for the same reason I love all of her pieces, as I feel like it's such an art piece and it feels like such a sculpture, like with leather and wood. They remind me of like old doll shoes. I'm sleeping, real life sleeping, having a dream. In my dream, I'm in Paris and I'm in a shoe store, and I kid you not, there are these shoes in this color, chocolate brown. I then end up seeing this other girl I know wearing black ones like 2 days later, and I'm like, I'm sorry, those are the shoes in my dream, but they're the wrong color. Who made those shoes? Because maybe they make them in the right color. And she's like, oh, they're Repetto. So then look online. What? They do come in the color from my dream. I get them. They're called Michael. I'm assuming this is because of Michael Jackson. And I was watching this like Michael Jackson family documentary thing, and I think he's super groovy. They were like totally made it, and they were in a limousine, and they were driving by like a Salvation Army, and Michael was like, oh, let's stop. And his brother, I don't know which one, but one of them was like, why do you want to stop there? And he's like, oh, you can find the most amazing things in there. And I just will never forget like that moment.
That's a great moment.
Oh my God, I love Michael Jackson even more than I thought I loved Michael Jackson. For years, like when I first started performing, I was like, oh, this is for the stage, and I'm wearing something different for the stage, and it's more elaborate. I did that for a really long time, and now it's kind of morphed into like, it's the same. When I first started writing songs, I actually had a friend of mine sing them because I was too, like, I don't know, I just kind of assumed that I wasn't a singer because I never really sang. Except for when I was like 4, I'd sing Annie songs all the time. But then I like, in high school, I got insecure or whatever, and like, other girls would sing like in high school, and they had these incredible voices, and I don't know, I just was like super shy about singing and just really felt like vulnerable. I listen to pretty much everything. I can find an artist, or more than one artist. I can find artists that I love in every single genre of music. I love Nina Simone, I love Gillian Welch, I love Lil Wayne, I love Tom Waits, I love Tom Petty, I love Snoop. All across the board, I'm like fascinated by everything, and I care about how everything is made. Whether it's bookbinding, like I care. Like I'm like, this is really beautifully done. Like I just like, that inspires me. For a really long time, I felt like I literally felt like I got lost, and I was trying to do things to please other people. I'm trying to now, like daily, really be more like, okay, well, who am I? What do I like? What do I want? And to create my art, and to even like whatever I'm wearing. Sometimes I'll go and I'm like, this is totally me, I'm wearing this. And then you get it and you're like, I'm a maniac. I have no idea why I got that thing. That's just so disgusting. I'm so not that person. I hate that person. I don't want to know that person. Who's that person? Get that person out of my life. And like, I feel like that happens all the time with me, where I'm always editing my wardrobe. It's hard to really fully express how you're feeling on the inside, on the outside. And like when you have that outfit, when you actually are like, whoa, I totally feel like this. Those are like the best days, where you feel the most confident and you're like the most happy. I just seriously wish every single girl had access to being able to have the clothing that is them. It's like difficult because it's like, oh, like I got this suit and it was like totally expensive for me and I didn't have any business in getting it, and there's like a lot of pieces like that that like are so amazing, that would like, if I had a wardrobe like that, like every day I'd just be like, like, oh, can I help you? Like, what do you want to do? Let's make the world a better place.